Welcome to Pine Grove Park, Bridgewater, Mass. Ranked one of the top 10 miniature golf courses in America today. Come on inside for a peek. We'll take you on a hole-by-hole tour of our special little gem in the woods of Bridgewater. So at our first hole, straight shooter, one of the easier holes in the golf course. As you come through Pine Grove Park, there's over 400 plants and various flowers, annuals and perennials. There's all stamped concrete walkways. 16 out of 18 of our holes in the golf course have undulations or slopes or drops. It's very challenging. Our second hole is a river runs through it. We have a beautiful 10,000 gallon waterfall, as you can see, that comes into the back of a natural drop under the second hole and through the middle of the course into a plunge pond below. Our second hole is one of the longer holes in the course. Right now, as of taping, the course record is 4 hole-in-ones. So the first and the second ones, we tell folks you need to make hole-in-ones on those. The third one is roll with the changes. So it's sloped at 2 different joining areas. It's also got a small area of a rough type grass, very challenging with the rock in the middle. Our fourth hole is our tribute to Fenway Park with the Green Monster, and if you note, the score of the Red Sox beating the Yankees is a good one. We've got our handmade baseball that you have to putt through. And get it through the hole here, which will drop you below a descent. This is a makeable hole-in-one, as all of our holes at Pine Grove Park are makeable hole-in-ones. It's also 18-hole handicap accessible throughout. One of the things we pride ourselves in, the landscaping and the challenge of the course, is also the overall cleanliness and beauty. With it, all boulders in the course are real. The project took us 3.5 months to put together, and we've been open for 3 years now, and people love it. Our fifth hole is a hidden gem. So as our daylilies and Japanese maple in the middle of the hole, a little word to the wise is you want to play it left to right and hit it about 3/4 of the way up. And let the ball release, and it should drop right in the hole for you. Definitely a makeable hole, one of our challenging ones. Okay, so we're at hole number 6. Knievel. We placed a rock in the middle, and you putt up over the rock and takes off like Evel Knievel used to back in the day. Definitely a makeable hole, one of the tougher ones. Looks easier than it is. Haven't seen many people make this. Our 7th hole, Plinko. We went down and picked up some candle pins from one of the local candle pin houses before they closed. Very fun hole. Makeable many different ways in this hole. You can use one of these candle pins, make it your best friend, or you can get stuck behind it and it won't become so friendly to you. We come over here at number 8, Rudy Toot, to the left side of the pump house. Very difficult hole, left to right. When we were naming the holes and figuring them out, we were kicking it around. It was either Rudy Toot. These little holes here remind me of a tugboat, but also we were going to call it Bend It Like Beckham, because it's a left to right and a very challenging hole, but you can make it. At number 9, Mr. Easy, we claim the easiest hole in the course. A little left to right putt. When you're in the starter's box, a little 3-inch tap to the left, and it should roll in. If not, and the ball doesn't check up on you, you're in trouble. Easily a 3 or 4 putt. Mission Impossible. Sorry guys, toughest hole in the course. We've been open 3 years. I haven't seen anyone make one yet. You definitely want to bounce it off the rock on the face. You don't want to go to the left of it. You're down in the valley. Good luck with that one. Now we come over to Paul Bunyan at hole number 11. Another challenging hole. You can make it. You get through the log, and there's some bricks that are fashioned. You get it through the log, it will go right in the hole. Another difficult, challenging hole. Number 12 hole is G hole. You put two boulders together. There's about a 8-inch gap opening, as you can see, and a little G above it. Straight in the hole. The hole's right behind it. Definitely a makeable putt. Keep your eye out. One of my favorite holes we're coming up to is hole number 13, bank off. A little up the incline and let the ball release. Very challenging hole. It's fun to watch. You can see a whole putt. Again, a makeable hole. At this point, you should be shooting for your third, if not fourth hole in one. We've been open for 3 years now. We've been asked numerous times to start leagues and tournaments. So for the 2018 season, make sure you like us on Facebook, and we will be offering essentially a monthly tournament, and we may, if there's enough of demand, we'll do a weekly 2-man woman best ball tournament. Hole number 14 is P for Prisco. Makeable hole, a very difficult hole. It's a tribute to my mother and father that brought my family down here to Bridgewater back in the mid-70s, and there was no place like this when I was a kid, and no place for our 4 children and many others. So we've built it, and people love it. Our 15th hole is Sharkies. If you look down in the top right-hand corner, we fashioned a rock that looks like a shark's fin. Boulder City, makeable straight putt. You gotta stay away from the boulders. You can actually hit this back boulder here as a bumper, and it will kick back in and release. You know, we've had upwards of 125 golfers here at the same time with a best ball tournament, and there's no problem at all. We're planning on expanding with the Beer and Wine Garden for the 2018 season. Number 17, Orleans. Reminded me of Cape Cod. We put these little posts in, and we had some grasses that didn't make it from the winter, and we upgraded with some dappled willows that people love. We do have future plans for Main Street USA with some different carnival games, and in the back property, potentially a ropes course with a nature trail. So lots of things to go in our project here, but we're very happy with the golf course. People love it. And here's our little happy shack at all the controls central for the batting cage controls and the miniature golf putters and balls. We do have cold drinks. We have to have a few rules, but mainly we hope that people come down here and escape their troubles for an hour or two, and some good clean Americana fun.